You thought it was over. You moved on, started living your life, and suddenly they're back. Not with an apology, not with remorse, but with charm, promises, or subtle manipulation that makes your chest tighten. You feel anxious, confused, like somehow, even now, you're being pulled back into their orbit. By the end of this, you'll understand exactly why narcissists always return. You'll see the hidden strategies they use, the psychological patterns that trap even the strongest people, and what you can do to protect yourself once and for all. Narcissists don't just disappear. They don't just forget about the people they controlled. Even after silence, after distance, they're watching, calculating, waiting. The first reason is unresolved control. Narcissists thrive on influence. When you walk away, they lose their grip, and the loss feels intolerable. So they return to test if they can regain control. They want to see if you can be manipulated again. Mini takeaway: if they reach out, it's rarely innocent. It's a test. The second reason is supply, not just emotional attention, but validation, admiration, and ego fuel. When you move on, your life, your confidence, your happiness, it all reminds them that they're losing their source. They come back to reclaim it. And this is why it often feels like you're the one being pulled, rather than the other way around. Most people miss this pattern because they confuse charm with change. You remember the good moments, the loving times, and you convince yourself, maybe they're different now. It's not weakness, it's a natural human response to someone who once felt familiar. They exploit this intentionally. The third reason is the narcissist's fear of abandonment. When someone leaves, it threatens their self-image. They are built on reflection, not introspection. Your independence is a mirror they cannot handle. So they return to regain the illusion that they are indispensable. The fourth reason is guilt manipulation. They reach out with regret, sometimes with just enough honesty to make you doubt yourself. They say things like, "I've changed," or "You're the only one who understands me." It feels compelling, and it's designed to trigger your empathy. The fifth reason is triangulation. They want to see if you found someone else. If you have, they might escalate. If you haven't, they see an opportunity. Either way, they are testing the boundaries of your life. And often, it works because we are conditioned to consider others' feelings. And this is where most people make the biggest mistake. They re-engage too quickly. They answer their calls, reply to their messages, or entertain the conversation because part of them still hopes for closure. Every reply gives them a foothold, every engagement rekindles the cycle. The sixth reason is narcissistic mirroring. They reflect back the best version of you. They compliment, charm, and recall memories that feel intimate. It's hypnotic. It's calculated. They are reintroducing themselves in a way that bypasses your defenses. You think, maybe I misjudged them, and suddenly you're emotionally entangled again. The seventh reason is emotional chaos creation. They return not just to win you back, but to destabilize your peace. They want to see if they can disrupt your equilibrium, to prove that they still hold power. Even if they never succeed, the mere attempt can shake your confidence and clarity. Here's the power shift. You recognize these patterns before you respond. Do not engage impulsively. Do not answer immediately. Pause, observe, and ask yourself, is this about reconciliation or is it about their control? Set firm boundaries. A simple, calm response or no response at all sends a clear message. You no longer have influence here. Their tactics rely on your reaction. Remove the reaction, and you remove their power. Maintain your external support. Talk to trusted friends, family, or professional. External validation confirms your perception, protects your mental clarity, and reminds you that your reality is yours, not theirs. Identity upgrade. See yourself as unshakable. You are the observer. Not reactive, not desperate, but grounded. Their attempts to charm or manipulate do not penetrate. You maintain calm, and that calm itself is a form of power. Over time, their attempts lose potency. The more consistent you are in boundaries and clarity, the weaker their strategy becomes. They escalate initially, then eventually fade. Their presence no longer defines your emotional state. Remember, this is not about anger or confrontation. It's about emotional sovereignty. Your life, your happiness, your peace are non-negotiable. They are yours to protect. Every time they attempt to return, you assess, you pause, you protect yourself. You do not give them a foothold, you do not justify, you do not over-explain. This is the real strategy. Trust your instincts, maintain your boundaries, and observe without engagement. It's quiet, but it's more effective than any argument or plea. As you continue this way, you notice your energy returning. Your mind clears, your emotional bandwidth expands, and your life is once again yours to direct. Their attempts to come back will feel smaller, less urgent, and increasingly irrelevant. You see through their charm, their manipulations, their strategies. You regain focus, clarity, and emotional independence. And the truth becomes undeniable. Their power exists only in the space you allow it. Once you reclaim your peace, their return is meaningless. You are stronger than the pull of nostalgia, charm, or guilt. You are clearer than their manipulations. You are grounded, emotionally sovereign, and fully in control of your reality. The final truth: narcissists come back because they fear loss, they crave supply, and they cannot tolerate your independence. But your calm certainty, your boundaries, and your self-trust render them powerless. This is the difference between living in reaction and living in control. You are not drawn back. You are not manipulated. You are free. And from this freedom, you live without fear, without doubt, without the constant pull of someone else's control. Your life, your mind, your peace are yours again, unshakable and untouchable.